Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. I was contemplating recording Slay the Spire right now because these are the problem right now with the games that I want to play is that they occupy the same time slot for me in my personal availability for when I can record. So I'm obviously, I'm interested in playing and exploring Slay the Spire 2. It's the new hotness, as it were. But the thing that actually got me to play Monster Train 2 today is that I looked at the channel metrics. And I tell you what, when I upload just a normal Monster Train run, people watch. But if I do anything else, people do not watch. The number, especially subscribers. This is actually a very interesting metric. It wasn't what I was planning on talking about today, but I guess it is. The actual time, the number of times that a viewer or a subscriber specifically will click on the video is directly correlated to what I'm playing. Obviously, that makes sense. People are subscribed to me most likely because in a vast majority of cases I am playing Monster Train. The interesting thing is that there's always like a core base of about 1/7 of my subscribers. This has been pretty consistent throughout the entirety I've been doing YouTube. But about 1/7 of my subscribers will watch any video I put up. And I assume those are the folks that I guess are just interested in, me, how I'm doing. My style is maybe jiving with them. That's like a pretty core group that I expect. If I get less than 1/7 viewers on a video, that video is bad. And that is something that I should consider not doing on the channel because it's not what people want to see. And the truth is that I can play stuff on my own and not record it. Not everything I play has to be a YouTube video. I kind of like trying things out in the genre and exploring different games and stuff and seeing how they do because I don't know, people are interested in that stuff. And it also, it keeps new people from seeing the videos and seeing the channel, right? It gets a little bit of new visibility, which can, one, increase the number of subscribers, which I guess kind of matters. It's not my job, so it doesn't matter that much. But more importantly, it, diversifies the sorts of things I can put up, and people seem to have fun with it, right? A little bit of variety goes a long way. But usually, so like I said, going back to it, 1/7 of my viewers will watch any video I put up. But if a video is doing well, I will get about, what is the number? It's a little higher than 2/7. It's almost double that number of the previous video. You'll get people who are like, ooh, he uploaded a Monster Train run. I think this was probably better during the Monster Train 1 heyday, I would say, before Monster Train 2 came out, because I think in terms of best players in the game at Monster Train 1, I definitely think I was in that category, right? I would say maybe like of the people who I know about, right? So there's obviously probably like experts that are just not uploading videos or not talking or whatever. So of the people I know about, I would put myself in the top 10. Probably honestly the top 5 if I'm being real. I can name on one hand the people I think are probably in the same category, and whether one's better or worse, I don't know. I have like if I'm just looking at my videos on Train of Thought from the first game, it's like 300 and something wins, no problem. I don't really play on the streak because I don't know, I don't care anymore. It's not like I'm competing for anything, so whatever. Obviously, in Monster Train 2, I'm far behind because I was missing for like 3 months or whatever, and I can also only upload so many videos, so I'm not recording as much as I did like 6 years ago, I guess, or whenever that started. So, at that time, I just had a lot less going on at work and just generally a lot more free availability for recording. It's tough to keep consistent when it's not your job, is the biggest thing I've got to say. Just so many other things happening. But anyway, so, in Monster Train 2, it's not quite as good as Monster Train 1 heydays were. But still, the channel's subscriber count has generally grown. But I tell you what, put up one Slay the Spire video, just crickets. The engagement on that is really low. But it also makes sense, right? No one comes to this channel expecting Slay the Spire content, but also Slay the Spire is such a big game. So many people are making content for it. It's just competing. It's just drops in the ocean. My one or whatever number of videos is not enough to make any kind of an impact. No one's finding the videos who doesn't already know about the channel. And so that's kind of an interesting realization. It's an interesting thought because I think this is a case where Slay the Spire is a much better streaming game. If I were streaming the game, I think it would do and perform better. But from like a YouTube video perspective, not particularly excellent actually. So, fair enough. That's interesting. And that's what got me to record Monster Train 2 today instead of Slay the Spire. So thank you, viewers. You're the ones who decide what I do in a way. If it ends up being that Slay the Spire 2 just kind of doesn't do well on the channel at all, like just absolute crickets all the way through, I probably just won't play it on the channel, right? And in that case, it'll just be Monster Train stuff, and we will do that, right? And that's fine. I'm okay with that being like the niche. I guess there's only so many people putting up Monster Train content, so maybe a little more centralized people kind of view this. It's interesting to talk about and think about. This is like one of my favorite parts of content creation, actually, is the nuance behind it. Feels kind of like there's like strategy, there's a game to it, and it's like a game within a game almost. Whereas, I'm not trying, like, if I were a much bigger channel trying to make it my job, this stuff would be like mission critical to get right. Whereas at this stage, I have a full-time job working as a contractor with the NASA. I still work. I still have a job. Thank you very much. Some people have checked in on that. And yeah, so just kind of interesting. I've got all that going on. Don't have a lot of time for this, but still like supporting it. I like you guys. You guys are great. I wouldn't be making videos still if I didn't have viewers still. So thank you for that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and don't really have terribly much to add. It's a very different conversation than I was expecting to have at the beginning of this video, but there we go. That's what happens. So fair enough. Anyway, what are we doing in Monster Train today? Today we are going to play Hef. I haven't played her on the channel. Again, this is a great example. I'm actually way ahead of this on the Switch. So I kind of know a lot of things about this before I have actually played it on the channel. Secrets, right? Anyway, my plan is I'm going to do random MT1 on the secondary because my goal is to level stuff up. So I'm going to be focusing in on this. Next video on the regular series, I think, will be, what is his name? Echo Right. So I'll be playing the secondary champion of Wormkin, and then we'll again random MT1. The goal would be to kind of ramp up these. So that's where we're at. We're just kind of doing stuff to level things up and try things out and put new things on the channel. So sweet. And that is, I think, everything I've got. So, hey, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I tell you what, that stuff is interesting and matters. I look at those, I review all of the comments. So if you comment, I'm reading it. I don't respond to all of them because that just takes way too much time, but I try to respond to a smattering. I always give it a thumbs up, though. You'll always know I've read it when you got one thumbs up, right? That means I've looked at it. It's actually how I remember to do it. But anyway, we're pushing the buttons. Let's do it. As always, let's play Monster Train. Hef. Alright, let's go. Incredible. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Nothing terribly exciting to report. Having a totally normal day, I suppose. And yeah, I think that's good. I'll take it. It's been really busy at work, kind of in a crazy way. Just so much going on. I've got like 50-hour work weeks. I kind of hate it. I'll be honest with you. It's very annoying. It's been a constant state of being since, I think, how do I say this? My just space science way of life has been threatened since the beginning of 2025. And I think United States people will understand why. Maybe everyone watching will understand why. Anyway, it's basically required things to go into a little bit of chaos overdrive, and you hope for the best. So that's where we're at. Anyway, let's play some Monster Train. We have Chosen of Dominion, so we're facing a Dominion Seraph. We have, what is this, Siphon Archean, and we have, how do I want to describe this? I think it's going to be Revenge, Strixen Hollow, Bloody Harvest, maybe. It's kind of, the wording of these is tricksy. We have Malika's Pyre to start, very excellent. We have Boilerplate, which is always good. It's just straight up permanent scaling with Forge Points. Purifying Cleanse, sure, why not? And Crucible Steward. We love Crucible Steward in this household. He is a rock star. Big fan. Looks solid. Alright, we have Hef. So let's see what we hit first. Oh, Volatile Gauge. It's not bad. Which one is this? It's dregs. It is bad. We actually have too many zero costs to make volatile gauge even remotely serviceable here. So I suppose we just take combustible wax. It's very strong if we roll into Lady of the Reformed or something like that. We'll see. Handy, which gives us the weapon craft ability. We can equip multiple equipments. I have 2 boilerplates in my opener, so it's not bad. Interesting. Now, the interesting thing about this, by the way, is I'm going to be playing out a bunch of dregs and purifying cleanses. And so, in terms of my salvage targets, I really don't have a lot of cards to burn. Eventually, we're going to be salvaging salvages, and then I'm just going to have no cards left. So we're going to need to be drafting pretty aggressively here, I think. Hef, equipment hef is pretty decent here with the double boilerplates in my opening. I am very capped on how many forge points I can generate here, right? It's like I can salvage my units or vengeful shards. That's it. That's absolutely it. So alternatively, we could do metalworker and then use metalworker's scaling to create value for boilerplate, which I think, given the starting on boilerplate, is going to be correct. So we will do this. She's got such weird stats. I'm going to try metalworker here. I think that's cool. All right. I think in general, handy is good when you have an equipment opener like this. I think if I didn't have dregs in this kind of weird state where I'm just so capped on forge points right now, that I might have gone in on that. Tough as nails? Sure, why not? We take this trial. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. It is, we have a very low survivability floor here, so I think the way this looks is I'm going to Shield Steward into Crucible Steward downstairs, and we're going to Shield Steward into Hef upstairs. Yes. Okay, so we can smelt, which is cool. Now, so this does generate some value. It does like a 15 pop here, which is fair. I think the thing you can immediately tell I'm like, man, what is the actual play here? Good question. I could sack a Spear Steward. It's good. I should do some of this, I think. But then it's like, what do you even salvage at this point? I'm just going to salvage a dreg here, I suppose. Do some hits. Lay out the dreg and then I guess boost him. Oh man. Alright, I forgot it had defaulted on. I gotta remember that it defaults to on there. That's such a bummer. Okay, we're gonna be, I guess, etching. We're gonna be killing salvage. We're salvaging salvages here, I think, a little bit. I think it's important to do it. It's gonna be pretty hard. I think we're gonna eat a little bit of dirt here. I could salvage scrap metal into this, but the thing you gotta remember is we are going to absolutely trounce in Relentless by playing some big boilerplate action here. I could funnel them all into one so I can dupe it. It's an interesting idea. Probably will consider it. I can't touch the collector. My opener just doesn't support it at all. So fair enough. Okay. All right, well, we get a good etch here. I can smelt the Vengeful Shard, which is excellent. I can just sort of slam a bunch of dregs middle, which is good. Get them out of there. Put in some Purifying Cleanse. I could actually heal with Purifying Cleanse, which is fun. It applies Burnout 6, so it's actually not a big risk here. We kill upstairs, which is excellent. I could start the etching here. I think I should, because my redraw is not guaranteed to give me an etch on the next turn when I'm drawing this boilerplate. But you can see we have so few cards left. I mean, it gets to the point where it's like, whatever. Maybe I can greed this? We're going to be done with dregs? Yeah, I actually think we can just super greed this. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cool. Managed to kill both the heavy, so I don't leak anyone, which is fun. That's cool. I can Purifying Cleanse in front and push some numbers here. I do see a salvage on this turn. I can't actually play this. It's interesting, he burns out. That's crazy. 6 turns. fun. Do I go in now? This is such a good question. Next turn, I'm drawing 3 salvages, so I think we're okay. So I think we go salvage onto the Vengeful Shard here to get rid of it. And then I can't actually play this Dreg. Yeah, funny enough. Interesting. Well, no real choice. We chill. Now this next turn, I think we go in on these things. We're going to win Relentless because I'm pumping disgusting amounts of value into stuff like this. We actually heals on this floor, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I think the play is we double scrap metal now and then play the boilerplate. There's really no etch triggers here now that he's dead, so that's fine. We'll just go ahead and do it on any old floor. It doesn't matter. Burn scrap metal. Burn scrap metal. I'm also going to... I get a burn purifying cleanse just to improve my next turn. I am going to burn purifying cleanse. It doesn't do anything. We're going to then put this into our guy in front upstairs. It is a 17 forge point play. Prevents the leak. Easy. I mean, this obviously wins now. This is going to be the strength of what we're doing here. I can really funnel value here. Yeah, this was I was kind of expecting this, right? I can do salvage into a drag. It doesn't do anything. I can then salvage this other thing. We at least get 1 on this other boilerplate. Sure. Very well. We easy win the combat, no problem. Okay. We do have a cool 34 armor there. Excellent. Good. I do have Malika's, which has a lot of benefits because it is... Hammerfall is cool. That is, with a -1, actually excellent. Full Throttle is actually incredible here. It hit a Freeze Stone, but it also has a Calcified Ember. I know what you're thinking. Why do I care about Calcified Embers? They're such good salvage targets that this actually is almost certainly the pick here. I will take it. Good grab. We have Incant Armor to Stealth Tomb. Fun. Hallowed Drippings with Intrinsic. I'm going to grab the Hallowed Drippings. A few reasons. One, Intrinsic means it takes up no card draw and I can just burn it for a free etch. Very cool. 2, if I see Lady of the Reformed, this is a huge play for her. And she'll be on the board by the time I play it. Incredible. And 3, it comes with a Calcified Ember, which I actually want for etch purposes. This is like a perfect draft here. Cool. I do think I'm going to the right. The nice thing about a unit, it's actually something that's true of Railforged in general. Things like Crucible Steward or Weldling, you can just give them a +14. You don't have to make them go hard. +14 actually is very efficient there. I will say it's annoying that he doesn't hit 30. There are definitely things in the game with a 30 HP threshold, but that's okay. It's fine. A Railforged banner could be cool because, you know, Salvage Machine exists. I don't have a good Magic Shop hit right now. I mean, I think, you know, Full Throttle, I guess, is not bad, but you'd hold over that or something. I'm going to go to the Steel Shop. There's plenty of things here. We can always buff Crucible Steward. Good options. Tiny Stone. Tiny Stone plus 25 on Crucible Steward is pretty good. Bounty Stalker. Bounty Stalker with no... With abs... Oh, but Burnout 4 is such a loss on him, right? He's so slow, and he's loaded with a damage shield upgrade. Not great. At least Lady of the Reformed doesn't need dualism, so I don't hate Thornstone here. Take a proper tank. I'm gonna take the Lady of the Reformed. It's a bummer giving up the... If I didn't have the combustible wax, I would be taking Bounty Stalker here. Because there is an Endless in the shop, and he could burn out one Endless, go nuts, and then he would kill a dude, and that would be fine. I could just also take him and let him shoot a few times. He probably lives decently. 30 damage baseline is not terrible. If I ever see Reforms, it's like slow, but whatever. I just think Lady of the Reformed is better for the run. Especially with another Remnant banner coming up. It's tough, but I think it's true. It's tough, but I think it's true. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's Lady of the Man, this is tough. Burnout 4 is killing me here, but I do think it's... I'm going to take Lady. I'm locking it in. Okay, I think I'm actually just going to be upgrading... There wasn't an Endless here. What was I thinking? There's an Endless on that Spike Driver in the other thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do Tiny Stone, Crucible Steward, and toss a plus 14 on him. This lets you just make a few copies of him, and that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's also pretty cheap and accessible. Titanite on Lady is also kind of really important, if I'm being honest with you. That's true. I could do Titanite on her, max her out, and then put a plus 14 on Crucible Steward for the time being. Gamble on seeing the Smidge Stone again. We do have another Steel Shop here, so what's more important to winning the run? It's a good question. I think Crucible Steward is a support unit. In this case, I do not think he is my win con. Although eventually I may be able to just throw him an absolutely humongous boilerplate. The problem is it needs the forge points in order to boost his attack. It's not actually... the defense is not the main important part here. I think we're going to go in on the Lady here with the Titanite. And then that seems accessible here and doable. I'll give him the plus 14 anyway. I think it's good. I don't need this plus 20. I think we're okay there. We move on. Okay, fine. We will take money. I think there's no way I can avoid it. I have another steel shop coming up that I must be able to afford stuff at. Disable forge points. Okay. We're going to load up downstairs. Cool. It's a good floor. We still are going to do half supported by a shield steward. Fine. Good. Immediately I can do hallowed drippings here, and that's cool because we get the solid edge play. Good. I can then salvage the Vengeful Shard. Incredible. And this is a fun floor because I guess I could have played the Dreg first, actually. Interesting. You know, I absolutely could have done that. Because of the spikes, we're actually doing pretty well here. Kind of fun. Cool. We do not play any of the boilerplates yet. We are going to camp them. Cool. Honestly, the spikes are doing work. Incredible. We get salvage on a calcified ember. We get salvage on a spear steward. I'm going to go ahead and actually salvage the other salvage here. Great news. Clear the floor. Wonderful. I will heal my lady. Excellent work, team. We drew some units and calcified ember without a salvage, so I am just going to play stuff. Middle. Disabled. Okay. Let's put a spear steward down. Yeah. Sure. Fine. He clears it on middle. It's not a problem. We do... Wow. We actually win this? What do you mean? Wow. You know, I greeted here because I thought this bottom floor loses. This is a terrible this is bad for me, actually. I thought I would lose here. Obviously, shooting him is not helping my cause. I was convinced this loses, but I guess not. Heck, that's actually bad for me. I'm giving up a ton of value by doing this. This is... Okay, I needed to be aware of this. This was like... I guess you have Titanite with a 29... Just 40 damage in the back. Huh. Well, I'm not going to reset the combat. You know, this is a mistake. This is something I needed to think about more. Railforged, I tell you what. The timing of when to do their mechanics is the biggest challenge here. I should have played a weaker floor, or maybe done the math ahead of time. What would have been a weak enough floor that, like, just get rid of the drag, I guess? Maybe I should have put Crucible Steward with F, and then just given that truckload of armor. It's tough. It's tough, right? Because like here I would be like full throttle upstairs. We're doing great. You know, that just sits until the end. You know, whatever. All this stuff happens. It's fine. All right, well, I'm going to click it. It's a bummer. I lose all that scaling. Full combat lost. That's not good. Yeah, man, this guy actually just sucks, it turns out. This boss does not threaten at all. Crazy. Okay, well, you know, that's on me. Metallurgy I'm going to take. That's a healing card. I like it. Spellchain Hammerfell is interesting. I want this Metallurgy. It's a good smelt. Multi-strike Draft is kind of cool, right? The problem, of course, is how do you make him do damage? That's a good question, right? A free Wicklash is probably a better card here. What is this Draft doing, actually? He looks cool because he has multi-strike, but I can't make him do damage. What is it, like spam Hallow Drippings or something? That's never doing it. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to take the Wicklash because it's free and I think I could use it to weaponize some dudes. We'll take it. It's a bummer on that Draft. I don't know what I would do with it. All right, we move on. It's fine. Merchant of Steel. We get a multi-strike and a quick. Very cool. Endless Tycoon. It's funny. Quick Baron. Baron is good, but I do not have a Harvest Run here. Tycoon is kind of just free resources. This is a good unit that I should take. He's 40 health and he has Endless. The Endless is kind of obnoxious, but I can always just smelt him, right? If I don't like it. I'll take it. He's free money, right? That's good. Multi-strike is where? What is taking the multi-strike here? I feel like I should take it. But at the same time, I guess I could have given this Wickstone to Draft and he would have been a 30 by 3, 90 damage dude. It's not very good in the long run, but it is pretty good now. I don't know. If I re-roll this, I'm looking for Smidgestone? If I see a cool overstack downstairs, I can put it on the lady. I think we just vibe on this, actually. Like, what am I going to do? Put a multi-strike on Crucible Steward? You know, maybe, actually. It's funny, because I could actually funnel stats into him and he kills guys. It's kind of weird, but actually workable. What event could this be that would really be spicy here? That I would be talking about and wanting to make sure that a backline unit is upgraded? Like, what is the event? Like, obviously it would be like Wrath shows up, I think, would be a big one. I'd want to have Wrath on a backline unit, not on a front line. If I see Savagery event, I'm putting Titan Skin 5 on Lady of the Reformed here, and she becomes invincible. I could give her Rage, but I think making her invincible is better when I have no Reform support right now. Did not see a Molded. Can't guarantee I'll see anything. So I would make her super tank, and that's cool. We're looking like a space take, by the way, if anyone's thinking ahead. I have plenty of Ember Generation, and I burn my deck away, so draw is, you know, not bad, but whatever, a little. I mean, both. It would be like draw second would be on ring 6 anyway. I don't need Ember here. Depends on what the banner unit situation ends up looking like anyway, but we'll see. Okay, so going back to it, what other events are there? Dominion. Tell you what, it'd be nice to put Corruption 40 on a multi-striker. It'd probably be better than the alternative, the draw guy, or melee weakness, spell weakness. I mean, it'd be fine. I think it'd be Corruption 40 for sure. Okay, you know, you convinced me. I think it's worth just going Crucible Steward multi-strike here. We can give him a fat stack of stuff, and this is fine. Okay. All right, let's look. There's enough things here that it could be good. What do we see? Okay. We get the Life Mother event. So this one's interesting because I can then sit on this and use it to create infinite of a card in my deck. It's pretty rough if I don't have a good plan for it. Right, because the important one is that Life Mother's Remnant is the big final play here if you let it sit forever. It creates a permanent copy of the first non-champion card played each turn, which is bonkers and could result in me doing some dumb stuff. I don't have a card I want to play every turn that just wins the run. This would be a case where if I had, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the example I want here, but it's tough to say. I mean, I could do like a -1 in full throttle and start spamming that, and it's not terrible. Because right now, at the end of combat, create a permanent copy of a random non-champion card in your deck. There's no way I take this here. This is absolutely awful. So we're always waiting at least once. The question is just, do I wait one combat or do I wait? Do I fertilize this? That's a good question. When do I need? If I stick with Bloom, I get one permanent copy every combat. I think I'm fine waiting 2 combats, right? I have nothing right now where I'm like, ooh, I need to be duping this now. We can just wait 2, I think. Okay, alright, fair enough. Interesting. We'll give a +20. With that all said and done, I'm going to go ahead and give a +20 to Tycoon just so he can face tank a little better, and we will move on. Okay. Yep, trial's on. Good job. Okay. Alright, it's Siphon. So, what does this look like to me? This looks like Tycoon vibes downstairs, for sure. Anything he kills is just gravy. Now, let's see. I do want hefts upstairs every time. For sure, for sure. I gotta be cautious, by the way. If you have too many cards in your deployment, you can actually just, like, not have the scrap metals in hand, which is kind of funny. So the question is, where does Lady go? Lady could go upstairs. It's not bad. Make her a super tank. I think it's right because I want Tycoon lower. And so Lady can go upstairs and tank for him. We're beyond the point of needing Shield Steward now. And then because of what I've done, I wish for Crucible Steward downstairs, and I think this is going to be fine. Fine. Good. We will plan upstairs as if this is... as if we're going to make sure this is off. It's off. Good. Dreg in play. I'll hit the Hallowed Drippings here. I'm going to go ahead and come downstairs, and we're salvaging the Vengeful Shard, which gets a double kill. Very cool. I can boost... there's obnoxious amounts of burnout. I can boost just, like, I guess in front. I may as well hit the full throttle upstairs, too. Just push numbers into the boss. It's fine. We sit. Okay. Okay, now, 5 waves remaining. Okay, we have Metallurgy downstairs, which is going to get played into Calcified Ember here. I'm going to click Crucible Steward here on the Vengeful Shard. I could Wicklash and back, interestingly enough. Maybe I should have considered doing that first. Huh. 5 burnout. Am I going to draw one fast enough in 5 turns? I might. I'm a little more inclined to do it upstairs, though. I was thinking, I think we will, I'm going to make the call. I think there's enough turns remaining that we should see the answer to this sooner. We're going to go ahead and do Salvage Spear Steward here. Salvage Spear Steward here. And then sack the Dreg. We get 2 harvests. Extremely cool. Good, we're making some money here, which is fantastic. Come back downstairs. I'm salvaging the Calcified Ember. Good stuff. I'm going to play a Dreg in front. Very cool. I can put a Dreg in middle, and that's also fine, I think. Push some numbers. That's okay. Now, at this point, I'm going to Crucible Steward. The Shield Steward here seems good. Okay. I think we're doing enough that now, when I see the ability to salvage, I do it. Okay. So now it is First things first, Purifying Cleanse upstairs for sure. Need to get that heal in. Good. It's always going to be a Dragon Front downstairs. I want to earn money. Cool. We're going to funnel into this boilerplate right now because I don't have time to mess around. We're going to just kill as much as this lets me do. Great news. I'm going to put boilerplate, all 25 stats, forge points into this thing. Incredible. I could put it downstairs and just win the combat, which is crazy, but I do not want to. I mean, we super win 104 by 2. He's chilling. I think we actually just spend it upstairs, though. That's okay. And we are turning it off, and we're fine. Good. Cool. Great. We get a lot of money out of this, too, which is excellent. We can come up here. We get a heal for sure. I'm going to go ahead and click the full throttle upstairs. We will just etch a whole bunch of stuff here. Great news. Making cash, killing enemies, good stuff. I want to funnel anything else that's chilling in the next thing. I'm actually contemplating sacrificing the... Yeah, if I see that... I was going to say I'm gonna actually burn the Tycoon here. For sure, burning the Tycoon. He could just go away, and that's fine. I'm going to salvage the Wicklash for one more, and we're going to put this into the lady in back. Okay. All right, we win the combat. We've done everything. We have almost no cards remaining. So we just see full throttle every turn, essentially, which is kind of the point when you think about it, right? It is the goal of the thing. You wallop him in 2. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're winning. I did lose a lot of value into this boilerplate, but it's okay. Formless Child is... Why did they not make this guy say reform? What is this nonsense? Return a random defeated unit to your hand and apply plus 40. How did Formless Child not get changed? This is like one of the most tragic units from the base game. The Monster Train 1, I mean. Absolutely ridiculous. Anvil Breaker. Spend all forge points, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 35 times the forge points spent. You could really kill a man with this, but I'm funneling those points elsewhere. I'm going to take the Railforged Spike, I guess. It's a good payout for the Ember, right? The thing is I'm doing all of this spike stuff, right? I'm not actually paying out the Ember that's generated from the smelt right now. Railforged Spike can do it, so we'll take that. Dualism Pyre Steward. Good luck, brother. Conductor Steward is awesome. Quick is weird. It was smidge I'd be in. What's coming up? Magic Shop with a Railforged banner and a healing, or Trinket Shop. Trinket Shop maybe, actually. Trinket Shop has an alcove and money. I like that a lot. What's my Magic Shop upgrade here? If it's an upgrade, the only thing I really touch is full throttle, I think. Holy Stone, I'm actually fine with that being on Metallurgy. I mean, like a Permafrost, I guess, on Railforged Spike to line it up with the... I guess it doesn't matter, actually, right? Line it up with the kill turn. It doesn't really matter, though. Yeah, I don't know. A -1 in general will be just fine. I'm probably taking space here no matter what's happening. There's probably a really good Conductor Steward. He's expensive, though. He's expensive, but I could also just play him later, potentially. It's an interesting dilemma. I don't need to play him right away. It doesn't actually matter that much. He doesn't do anything until later. I mean, the rally is, like, fine, I guess. The nice thing about the rally, I guess, is it does put Crucible Steward over 30, which is relevant. What am I looking at here, Ember-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I take Conductor Steward. Makes Ember very attractive. I think we just take the Conductor Steward and play him later, right? I think that's actually just okay. We don't use the rally, but it's not a big deal. I could always boost Crucible Steward out of range of the bad stuff with Wicklash. I'm going to take the Steward. I think he's right, and I am going to take space. Right? I think so. One consideration is, what does it look like if I get a Pyre trial? Ember trial, I mean. I'm not playing Conductor Steward on turn. I don't know if I need space yet, actually. An interesting idea. I kind of would like to avoid Ember if I can. Most of my deck is super cheap, and I'm going to get a lot of -1s anyway because of Malika. I'm going to take space. I think it's correct. It's an interesting question, though. All right, a lot of good options here. I do think an Alcove is pretty strong. We have good overstack potential here. The Magic Shop is fine. It's essentially just upgrading the Railforged spike with like a -1 and then putting I guess another -1 on full throttle, right? It's not that important otherwise. I don't care that much about the banner. I don't care about the healing right now. I'm going left. I'm going left and you can't stop me. While the Pyre is at full health, draw +1 each turn. This is achievable. Right? Where's the next healing? Not on the next ring. So this is not achievable for a while. But it is achievable. Tuning gear is pretty good. Ah, man, that's interesting. Let's look at this alcove first, I think. See what we hit here. Huh. Worthy Sacrifice is interesting. I mean, I think it is just reanimate on the lady. It's fine. Fecundity. I don't have the fecundity play here, I don't think. Worthy Sacrifice is very interesting. But I also don't think I have that play either. Generate Ember is cool, I like that. It is, I think, many lives into... What if you put it in a Crucible Steward? Interesting, huh? Just as like a means of keeping him from dying. We are fighting Dominion. That's a good point, actually. How do you keep him from perishing? I mean, I give him a boilerplate, but you're going to have to play it early. I'm going to give it on to her. She becomes a super tank with this, which I really appreciate. We'll do this. I'm okay with this. Total misplay. Thanks, brother. Thanks. What do we get? 110. I believe that's right, left. What does that look like? Is that reasonable? Armory? I mean, maybe, actually. I want the Ring 4 banner? I don't know. The dupe? I don't know what the dupe would be here. Merchant of Trinkets again, possibly. Right. Magic Shop. Steel Shop is not needed, so maybe, actually. Get the Pyre Remains there. Left, get a Steel Shop there. Interesting. I actually think right, left could be functional here, so we'll consider it. Alright, Metalworker, we're going to do the thing. Sure. We see Weaponsmith. Weaponsmith is probably my favorite path here, but we'll go in on Metalworker here. I have a plan. It works out. I'm going to take Pyre Piping, because if I can maintain this... The problem is this immediately fails in Titans, which is bad. And I really hate this artifact. I really dislike this artifact because a single point of damage, this is achievable for most of the run, but on Titans you essentially are drawing one fewer card. So, bummer. And if I leak anything, heaven forbid, right? You just lose this. I don't have the defense for it. I'm going to take Tuning Gear because I think it's like just good generally, and we'll re-roll on this. Firestone Housing. Oh man, you want to go Capricious Reflection and then just have no upgrades at all? That would be funny. Firestone Housing is kind of cracked. We can do a lot of really cheeky things with this, like give +20 health to the Crucible Steward, make a Smidge Stone on the Conductor and give him something else. I think Firestone Housing is a snap pick here. Alright, we'll move on. I'm not removing stuff quite yet. We can play most of our floor together. It is Kel the Corruptor. Okay, we can't delay. I'm going to play into bottom floor. I can play top, actually. It's pretty safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can just put Hef down. I can play top, right? I'm going to need to make sure I put the boilerplates on anything I care about. Yeah, I think this works, right? We can do this. Super Lady activates, of course. It's disabled down here. I can Tycoon here. I wonder what I think about this Crucible Steward being... I think I can just do Crucible Steward upstairs too, right? That's fine. Where's Conductor going on this run? It's a good question. I am sort of reliant a little bit on seeing a smidge somewhere for this to actually work. It's true. I'm going to put Crucible in front because he's going to get a cool item. And then I guess I'm going to play out a Shield Steward just to have it on mid-floor. The Tycoon earned me some cash, and he's going to basically just be where every dreg goes, essentially. It's fine. I'm good with it. If I had drawn the ability to do something upstairs with giving him... What is it? If I'd drawn the Purifying Cleanse or the Wicklash, I'd be putting it on this mid guy. I do think I'm actually going to hold on the Hallowed Drippings here, incredibly. I think that's fine. I'm going to burn out the Vengeful Shard here. I'm going to burn out... What's worth more to me? I mean, I think it's 10 gold, and it's not even really close. Sure, fine. We chill on this. Good turn. We're going to take Curses. I kind of care, right? Like, obviously, it's not ideal. Take Curses, but I can just smelt them, and that's also fine, actually, so seems good. Let's scale in back here. Give him 5 burnout. What do I do with Shield Steward? I guess I could put him in, and if he dies, that's okay. It does hurt me if I draw multiple dregs, though. I can just play him middle, I guess. Get him out of the deck. Our top floor is looking pretty good here. Great, we're earning some cash. Every dreg gets played downstairs. It's good. Fascinating. I'm going to go ahead and do Crucible Steward play upstairs, and its Calcified Ember clears the whole floor, lets me play the Discordant Tolls. Good. Spear Steward burns downstairs. This is the weaker boilerplate. Cool. Managed to clear the floor, that's good. Okay, now I am seeing a lot of curses, which is rough. Yeah, you can see we are leaking terribly now, which is not ideal. Maybe playing top floor was wrong? Question mark? Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer. It's a lot of curses coming in. I'm not drawing other cards here now. Okay, it was wrong. I greeted. Look at this. Ugh, come on. Okay, I mean, we have to... I have 5 cards. I'm just going to go ahead and hit a... I burn 1 Discordant Toll, and I can play the others. 6 curses coming up. I'm never drawing a card again. Ugh, I really needed to play on the lower floor. Yeah, okay, fine. I think we die here if I don't see something cool, right? We're close to death. Right? Not ideal. We're taking out a couple of these dudes at least, which is good. I'll take it. But I'm basically looking at taking 6, 11 here, which is bad. No, this was all super wrong. What I did here was absolutely incorrect to greed like this. I needed to play bottom floor. This is so weird. This is the thing. It's like when I'm playing on Switch, I don't think too hard about do I reset or not. I'm just like, oh yeah, try a thing, and if I don't get it right, then I just reset. But on this series, I'm trying very hard to not reset because I want the medals. And it's complicated with this clan. This is something I need to get used to. I need to play. Maybe I'll practice a little more on Switch and see. Man, 'cause I'm taking 6, 11 here. It's spicy. Yeah, I need to practice this more. And then 4 curses come in, and I'm going to redraw the stupid Tycoon. I don't see any of my good cards in time. These extra 2 turns are killing me. I'm going to go ahead and restart the battle here. I think we know that we need to do this. So I need to play on a lower floor. We need to just go hard here. This is like, I need to think about this from that perspective of playing it like this, for sure. And then, you know, Tycoon can go on one of these other floors, I guess. Sure. And we'll put in a dude. Seems fine. And then now we just actually go in right now is the thing. We just go in. We kill floors. We do stuff. We clear enemies is the thing. We'll hopefully let some guys burn out upstairs. But, like, yeah, we're actually clearing floors here, and it's important. Smacka here. I do want to get burnout on him. I do want to hit there. It's fine. This is a floor I didn't expect to clear out. We should play into the first boilerplate we see. So I think we should. Man, this Titan Skin 4 does some serious work for them. I think we should play into... It's actually interesting. Do I play into this? It's a good question. I don't know. We're leaking this top floor here. Playing into this, how important is that? I mean, it makes these next turns significantly better. Huh. Good question. I don't think we ever clear this floor here, but I'm never seeing this boilerplate again. So let's play it in front here and take that. We'll get some scaling in. Fine. This top floor we're leaking pretty hard, I think. Okay, I think the first order of business is I'm going to smelt one of these scrap metals because we hit the big Railforged spike. Yes. We play someone upstairs. This pushes some numbers in, which actually gets him into 2-hit range, which is good. This floor is looking bad too. Not ideal. Do I play all 3 Discordant Tolls to reduce the Railforged spike? I do, I think. I don't want to redraw these. Yes, now I could etch here, but I'm already clearing the floor, so I'm going to do it on another floor. Great. Now this one doesn't actually do anything. Does this actually hit him? It does, but I don't need to do it. It's just going to go away, so whatever, fine. Okay, we did okay here. We don't die upstairs, important. We've also cleared a couple of the stupid curse boys, so it's not bad here. Ugh, this is pretty annoying, though. Yeah, I can't get the scrap metal in, so I think you have to do boilerplate huge play right now. I just don't think there's any alternative. And then everything else here is we do our best not to die, and I think we're good there. Like, we win from this position. We win the combat, at least. Take that Discordant Toll, lose some stuff, get some money, it's fine. Oof, big hits. I'm glad I didn't buy this other thing. It's good. We can go ahead and just hit him with the rock. We lose out some value for sure, but I don't have to click anything here. We have the W. It's all right. Okay, fine. Fair enough. We did pretty alright. I think this was the correct way to play this combat. Play bottom floor and just play it as soon as you get it. I'm learning that I think greeting on boilerplate is wrong. We took 41 damage there because we're so slow. Not a big fan of that. Mass production, remove, consume. That's interesting, because you could mass produce the boilerplate, which is looking pretty tasty. We've got a 22 and a 174. Quenching oil. I mean, it's an etch, right? Eventually, we could honestly, at this point, just play the boilerplate. The problem is, you really, in order to get damage scaling, I need to be playing later in the combat here, so... I don't know, but Quenching Oil is such a weird card. This is a card when you play when you're doing something completely non-Railforged related at all. Railforged Gauntlets. It's not bad. It's pretty decent, actually. It's a good card. It's not as strong as some I want it to be, but it's not bad. I'll take it, I think. Sure, we can use this to do something. I think that's fine. Devourer of Death. Interesting. Wicked Blaze. No one... At this point, if anyone dies, we're in a bad state. I don't know if I just take consume cards to etch. That doesn't seem right. I mean, Sacred Wicks isn't bad. It's intrinsic consume, which means it doesn't actually cost me a draw. It's just a free card. I'll take that. That's just a free card. Okay. Is Life Mother's Bloom correct here? I think so. We can start just copying boilerplate. I don't need that many cards. So I think it is the Bloom here. Yes. At the end of combat, create a permanent copy of a non-champion card in your deck. Yes, I think we take it here. I take the plan. Thank you. Great. I've already lost the medal. It's a huge bummer. No Pyre health here. The banner I don't care about. An arm shop could be cool. What would this dupe be? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I could get something out of the armory, for sure. Trinket shop could be solid, maybe. Arm shop. Arms shop. What am I doing with you? A room card of some sort? Deployable of some sort? Do I deployable a boilerplate? I don't think so. I could deployable the gauntlet. No, I don't have good targets for this. I'd have to be drafting something almost immediately for it. I'm going to go left and we'll hunt for some cool trinkets, I think. We'll see what we see. X-cost cards are improved. When you forge, get +1 forge point. That's every smelt you get one more. Wait, no, when you forge. Smelt does not say forge. This is something I always forget, right? You gain forge points. But the reason it confuses me is because it shows the forge tooltip, but it doesn't count as forging. It's not using the forge keyword. It's just showing this so that you get the forge point keyword. These should be different things, but I get what's happening here and why they did this, but this is a confusing tooltipping. So this does not work for me. I'll take Crystalline Wing, though. This does just make the spell chain go hard on the random Railforged spike I took. So that's cool. He automatically gets the permafrost is the neat thing. Alright, reroll this. Resin block. Pressurized boiler. Equipped units gain 10 when a unit dies, gain +10/+10. No, I don't think so. I do think I want to remove cards, by the way. I don't think we can just camp on do-nothings here. Do not think so. I gave up on the... What is it? The inscription event, by the way. I needed to do other stuff here, so we've already given up on that. Obviously, you could still maybe do it right, left at some point. I don't want to. I'm thinking it's Steel Shop coming up, although I do want the Pyre Remains pretty badly. Pretty badly. I could do Magic Steel and get at least some Pyre Remains. Then look at the Steel Shop on 7. It's got an alcove. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and remove some stuff here. I'm cutting Shield Stewards. I think they are kind of a most obnoxious option here. He can just be played, right? He's free. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's kind of free real estate. Let's go ahead and remove... What, a Spear Steward then? Sure, I think that's fine. I'm not going to buy another one. Pressurized Boiler is obviously good for, like, Dominion fighting, but it's not a big deal. I don't think it's important. Exile's Diadem is super decent here, right? This lets me actually, if I miss Smidgestone, then I can play Conductor Steward later on a Exile Diadem floor. This is pretty good. I'll take the Diadem here. The dupe here is a good question. There's a strong argument for just duping this Metallurgy. Having more Smelt cards is pretty good, and it does heal me. Every little bit matters, actually. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. That's actually just fine. Cool. I don't want to upgrade it any further anyway because I want the Holy Stone value. So, it is weird that, you know, Smelt does base value, Holy Stone does regular current value. It's just a strange interaction. One of those things you got to remember. Multi-strike. Okay, this is Quoto. That's a pretty fine top floor play. This is Harpist Titan Skin. How durable is this combat? Unholy Alliances? It's a good question. Nothing here that prevents me from playing top, I don't think. So we're going to just go in. It's fine. Play it out. Cool. Tycoon lands. Shield Steward chillin'. We save the Conductor. This is a serviceable play, I think. Okay. I can just play the Sacred Wicks here. There's really no reason not to. It just gets added to my hand. I took this in case there's something that spawns on the floor. There's obviously no units to reform. Hit him with the Hallowed Drippings. Hit him with the Salvage on Calcified Ember here. Play stuff downstairs. I am going to put a Spear Steward in back here. Just because it does damage, and that's cool. Okay. This, I think, is fine. We're not going to be able to play the Conductor. I'm saving the Crucible Steward's Smelt for this next turn. Okay. Geared Gauntlet is pretty decent. This is actually the one that goes in the back here. We just save F for a rainy day. Let's see. I think I can actually click the Smelt here on Vengeful Shard. I can play Salvage. I'm going to salvage a Salvage here, I think. And I'm going to play the Geared Gauntlet, and we chill on that. We get rid of the Dreg downstairs. This next turn is the one that's spicy, because there's a lot of things that elevate her up here. Right. So the play is, first of all, I want to get Burnout in the back. Second of all, I want to salvage... How do we do this? I would like to salvage a scrap metal here, I think. We're going to go in on that. It's important, right? I'd like to hit him with the Railforged spike here. And then we can play it again. And then we can force her to swing, which clears the floor. We can then tank downstairs. Okay, that's good. Feeling good about that. Bottom floor does implode, which is tough. I do have some options here. We have a double heavy floors coming up, which means I need to be playing cards. So we're hopefully hitting... I need to play the full throttle here, for sure, for sure. We're still not clearing this guy out, so I think we need to do Crucible Steward play on the Vengeful Shard here. And then I think I need to play the dreg. I actually think I should have done this in a different order because I would have gotten the burst on the dreg. But, you know, fair enough. We at least kill the front dude. It's huge. And then we can mid-floor the Tycoon so he earns 10 more dollars. Everything else here is permafrosted. Okay. Great. We got the guy in the back. Good news. Cool. Okay. We have Hef swinging here. So we haven't drawn the good or the other boilerplate, or the good one yet. How do we navigate this turn? It's a good question. I think we're definitely wicklashing the... Ooh, it's tough. Wicklashing in the back on Hef lets her swing pretty hard. Sure does. Sure does. Sure does. This looks real bad, actually. I think I need to... You need to go hard here, right? I think we wicklash in the back. We make her attack. Okay. And I think, unfortunately, I need to do 49 into this guy in the middle in order to actually kill here. In order to kill enemies. And then we salvage here. Oh, man. I take 12? Dang. The spikes aren't doing anything for me here. Okay, taking 12 is bad. I'm going to let it ride because I think it's important to try to be honest about this stuff. I don't want to reset unless I'm going to be dying. Okay, first order of business is metallurgy here. We're going to burn a calcified ember. He's killing everything. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we're going to be planning for the second one here. The second boilerplate to be in play. All right, we're going to earn money here for sure. I'm going to go ahead and metallurgy the full throttle here. Good enough. I think this is probably boilerplate, bad boilerplate in front, and we vibe. Okay, this is fine. Here's the good one. Okay, I'm saving F for Relentless. I think that's fine. Okay, I played the dreg because I felt I needed to, so I can't actually put Conductor Steward in, so that's a bit of a bummer. But this is the turn where we go salvage, scrap metal. Yes. We heal here. We're going to buff middle, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Crucible Steward on the Conductor Steward here. And then I'm going to make F attack, I think. I can... The question is, where do I put this, right? Where do I drop this in? I think I'm just going to make her swing and then play this in back. And that will have to do. Okay, I mean, we're out. It's not good. What we're doing here, what we've done here, it wins. We've got a winning play, but we're slow. And I don't like being this slow. So, a bit of a bummer, but we live, we're alive. It's not great. Machinist's Tome is good. Armament Drive. This is a good card to just create equipment, but I don't have equipped or artificer anywhere. Mass production, I don't think so. Machinist Tome is probably it, right? I think we grab this. This will beat Dominion handily. Remnant Pact is free. Holy Stone Fatal Melting is interesting. Votavary. I'll tell you what, Reanimate 1 Votavary is kind of nice. This is essentially what? Full card draw? That's insane, actually. Hold up, grab that. The dupe here now is I need to start creating... Where is it? I need to start creating copies of the good boilerplate. 226 armor is enough to win. I cannot afford to take any damage. I need this Pyre Remains, and it's not particularly close. So we're going to take double Pyre Remains here, I think is the only way we get around this. We're not going to the steel shop yet. Okay. Oh, it's good having some health. All right, holdover is what? On what? Holdover Metallurgy is actually pretty cool. This is a very good card overall. Also, it generates health, which I am highly valuing. -2 in consume. I actually think I'm good there. +10. I mean, I could take some health here. I don't know if I care. Permafrost here. I was going to consider putting that into Railforged Spike, but it's actually just permafrosted anyway, so whatever. I am going to hold over on Metallurgy. I think this is a good smelt card to grab for the keep round every turn. It is the best version of Salvage, I think. I mean, it's literally better than Salvage. It has... Yeah, we do that for sure. Reroll it. Holy Stone. We put the Holy Stone on Railforged Spike, and we use this to full heal our Pyre. Got it. Nailed it. Incredible, right? Yep, incredible. Just click that. I'm over here struggling with Pyre health. Yeah, we just create a weapon of mass destruction. It's fine. -1, I think I'm putting this on full throttle. Yeah, this is just a great card. This can be a card that I make copies of, by the way. Totally. Happy to do that. Machinist Tome, I could make this smaller, but it consumes. I don't care. Machinist Tome is also just like, this is your don't die to Dominion card, basically. I would take it even if I let the spell chain copy die. I just want one in front, basically. Yeah, for sure. Take this here. Excellent. 20 consume. Don't mess with those. Those are fine. Spell chain is kind of a fun option here. What do I spell chain? Spell chain Wicklash is actually good. Okay, because I've created a weapon to heal, created a weapon that pierces the heavens to create Pyre health, I can do Steel Shop aggressively here and not go to the Pyre Remains, which is great. And because of that, it comes with money. So I can take this spell chain pretty comfortably on the Wicklash. This is good. We like that card. We're happy about this, right? I'm going to save money. I feel pretty good. Meat Shield. Swift Steel Dagger. That's a funny, interesting option. Is there anything good for that? You know, by the way, Tycoon Votavary is just going to be absolutely cracked. This thing is feeding me money. This Tycoon is paid for itself in spades. Votavary is going to be absolutely nuts. This is like draw +4 next turn. It's so good, right? Oof. Oof. Meat Shield's not bad. I don't hate it. But I'm going to be giving... Why bother? I'm going to be giving 226 armor to Lady of the Reformed so that her... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sell it. Because of I'm going to give her 226 armor and then make her have Machinist Tome. It's fine. We move on. I think we've got this. I just need to not die here. I've already lost the medal because I messed up on the stupid Kel combat. It wasn't even Kel that caused the problems, it's the darn curse guys. But anyway, cool, great. We're doing our best here. Incredible. Continue playing everything out. We'll get Crucible Man in there for sure. Tycoon. Here's a Shield Steward, just bait. Good stuff. Fine. Now this is Siphon upstairs, Revenge downstairs. True. This is a good example of what I was talking about here. So I would like I have the Metallurgy right now. I can just play this up top on Calcified Ember here. Excellent. I can play the Hallow Drippings just for some edge value. This is all good. Make sure it's all off. We do completely... This is not Slay Strix. That's important. We're just going to feed value here. I'm going to hold on to the Steward until later. Totally. Okay, good. He's earning me $20. That's honestly great. Here comes Votavary. Votavary is about to be incredible value. Fear Steward, go. Now, who gets... Oh, wait. Who gets the Exile's Diadem? It doesn't really matter. Anyone who's a one-coster. So some armor's going in front. Something big is going on Steward. So I'm just going to make F small. And I am going to put Burnout into the mid guy here. Cool. Good. Now you'll see we're actually drawing 9 cards. We're going to have these scrap metals in hand. I'm already maxing out card draw here. Yeah, hand full. This is why this is what's cooking, right? This is what's cooking. Okay. We come upstairs. Gonna hit the Calcified Ember play. I think this is a drag downstairs. We're losing our man. I don't really care that much. This could be the scrap metal turn. This could be scrap metal play. I could do 14, play 19 here. The 21 full heal. This is pretty good setup, right? Pretty good. The spell chain's not doing anything for me. This also pushes numbers into her, which is, you know, buffing Hallow, but how much do I care? Good question. It's a pretty good turn. I could wait. There's nothing that forces me to do this here. True. There's really nothing that says I need to do this right now. Other than it frees up my hand, which lets me draw more cards, which is pretty cool. I am giving up a little bit of Hef's value here because I'm not getting the refined procs. I'm losing forge points. I think I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to salvage Geared Gauntlet here and just do that play. That's fine with me. And I could salvage the salvage here, which is also fine with me. I'm actually going to save it for the next turn. We're going to chill. We're going to chill. I'm going to greed a little bit. It's okay. Thanks for earning me cash. Drawing 9 more cards. Cool, it's off. We play back the Tycoon. I'm going to play back the Votavary. Fantastic. We have a 226er upstairs. Okay, so I'm going to... This, I feel, is probably it. I can do Metallurgy 1 on Calcified Ember. I can do Metallurgy 2 on Scrap Metal. I can then do Crucible Steward on other Scrap Metal. I can hit him with the Railforged Spike. This is a 21 Ember heal here. And we can super clear the floor. Yes. She's gaining a lot of max HP because I am clearing the floor here. That is a bummer, but it's okay. It's okay, we have 114 forge points. That's pretty darn good. Find the one that says 226 here. Great. This seems like a game-winning amount of everything I want to do. Cool. We're going to go ahead and click that. Amazing. What is this thing up to now? Ah, yes, 342 armor or something like that. Great, let's heal in front. She will live because of the reanimate. Extremely cool. I'm going to play the bad boilerplate here, I think. Steel Guard's not it. Let's go ahead and Metallurgy real fast on this floor because it is actually just killing the man in front 100%. So that's good. Let's go ahead and salvage the salvage. And then we stack a drag downstairs. Extremely cool. I can then just lay the tome. Very cool. Steel Guard chilling right now in mid with 820. We win the combat for sure. I'm earning so much cash from this nonsense. We're pumping huge numbers upstairs now. Anyway, hey look, Votivary doing incredible amounts of work again. Real value. Metallurgy again. We're gonna burn a Vengeful Shard. I'm gonna burn the other Vengeful Shard. We're doing it, right? I feel quite good. I could actually just kill Strix here if I hit the full throttle, which is not a bad idea. It enters Relentless immediately, right? Relentless begins next turn. There's no reason to do it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just sit on it. No problem. Okay. Amazing. We're definitely winning Relentless. There's no question in anyone's mind about it. The only question now is how greedy can I be leading up to it. Anyway, Votivary continues to be a rock star. Incredible work. I'm going to go ahead and airdrop in the Conductor Steward now. I don't really care about much else here. Let's continue metallurging. We're just going to burn salvages now. Fine. I could train whistle at any point. I do not have a lot of cards left in my deck, for the record. For anyone keeping track, we just straight up don't have many things left. And that's probably fine. Salvage the other salvage here. It's cool. We're chilling. Here, we can put some armor in the back just to get it out of the deck, I guess. It's fine. I mean, I'm basically redrawing my entire deck next turn, actually. It's 2 cards, 1. I mean, essentially, there's only so many cards remaining. 6, 7. I'm drawing the same hand, so we just vibe. It's fine. Cool. Relentless has begun. I've redrawn everything. There's actually, I miss a card or 2 cards because Tycoon died, which is funny. There's really no reason not to Tycoon into Votivary for a free 20 gold. So we will do that and be happy about it. Upstairs, I'm just doing some healing. No, don't mind me. I'm going to go ahead and continue clicking Metallurgy here, I think. Just burn some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just cooking. I'm going to burn the Wicklash here. I'm going to Crucible Steward the full throttle here. I'm then going to Metallurgy the salvage here. I'm going to then play the other boilerplate in front with this. I mean, I guess there's no rush, right? There's no reason to. We just let it sit. Sure, fine. Okay, great. We're earning 20 gold. I'm earning a lot of money from Tycoon here, which is incredible. Huge fan. Draw my entire deck. Great news. It's off. Earn another $20. We have our whole deck in hand. So at this point, I'm basically burning the bad boilerplate. There's really no reason not to. Sure. Metallurgy, I'm just burning a Purifying Cleanse for no reason other than to collect the Holy Stone. There's nothing really left at this point. So we're just going to funnel all this in front and we chill. Cool. We have nothing left. I'm going to be honest with you, we have nothing left. I mean, I guess I could burn the... There's a lot of things I mean, I'm going to play the Metallurgy anyway because I want the Pyre health back. Burning Wickless Tycoon, there goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. And then Train Whistle swing time. Seems good. Cool. I think we've got the W. He hits, what, 4 times because he has to get through Steel Guard, so that's cool. Votivary has been heroic here. Absolute crushing. We win Relentless without much concern at all. I think this looks good, right? This looks good. I'm a fan of where we're at. Waxen Spike Holy Stone is a very interesting card here. Foundry Line is bad. There's like no world where I want to burn my whole hand except for one card right now, so that's never happening. Waxen Spike, that's pretty decent, right? We can make a play out of this at low embers and get burnout 7 on everyone, and the calcified ember is solid. Cool. I actually think once you hit Votavary, it's clean. I have 41 cards in my deck, and I'm not hitting Votavary very fast, though. But I also don't think I need Ember for anything. Okay, Curses. Curses exist on Dominion. Do we play bottom floor? Are we fast enough for bottom floor? Great question. Wonderful question. I'm glad you asked. That is a good question. The most important thing, so what you're having is, do I take draw because I want to find Votavary faster? Or do I take Ember to protect against curses? Great question. Back up to 63 health, by the way. I think draw is more impactful. And even though I have the Votavary, which is getting me to +9 card draw, I mean, eventually it could be +10. That's cool with me. But the more important thing is that I think we want to dig to Votavary quicker, because finding her is pretty much when the run pops off. I get big card draw. So I think it is draw here. And we just continue to not play the Crucible, not the Crucible, the Conductor Steward in other turns. I'm going to go ahead and clear out a Spear Steward here. It remains a problem. The Embers are permafrosted, draw once, extremely good targets for salvage. The Spear Steward, not so much. This is a card replicator, by the way. Don't do what I'm about to do and duplicate a Spear Steward. Right. I think I could have made a bad choice there. Instead, I'm going to duplicate my 454 armor boilerplate. That seems like a better choice. Good. We're smart. We're playing the game right. I'm going to try to get something cool for my Crucible Steward here and my Conductor Steward. Some health would be nice. So we go left for sure. Grab some money. Multi-strike? I mean, we just give that to Conductor Steward here. He's going to airdrop in. That's fine. Sure, right? He can be a good target for buffs or something. Fun. Sure. No one needs quick. Quick is like, whatever. I'm looking for something else. Reroll here. Dualism. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Large Stone is also not what I wanted, but I guess I can make Tycoon gigantic, and that's probably fine. Burst? Sure. Conductor Steward lands late, so I think we can take Burst on him. We're not going to another steel shop, so I missed the smidge. That's okay. I'm going to take the large into Tycoon so he dies less often. That seems fine. Dualism? Reanimate 2. That's, it's sad, but very cool. It's also a lot more money. I might unironically do it. I'm going to take +20 on Crucible Steward. He's hanging out longer here. I want him to live. Good. I'm going to take Burst 2 and drop it on Conductor Steward because he's going to land later. And I may as well buy Dualism for Votavary. She now is draw +6 next turn, which is, let's be real, bonkers. Absolutely crazed. Sure, she'll pay that off fast enough. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Spear Steward can live on this run, by the way. There's no reason to get rid of him. What if I get rid of the bad boilerplate here? This is like not a useful card at this point. I've got 254 and then 2 454s. This is only going to get like out of control. Playing a 22 armor equipment is just not interesting. So I think we cut 2 cards. Is there a removal here? There's not. We're going to cut 2 cards. I'm going to cut bad boilerplate. Goodbye. Also going to aggressively cut Spear Steward. Goodbye. Okay. These are helpful. Let's see what's in the alcove. What do we hit? Yo, okay. Incredible. I'm going to take Dominating Authority. I have too much trash. Otherwise, I could use this to pull Votavary and it'd be sick, but melee weakness, spell weakness, nah. It's going to be Dominating Power on Crucible Steward. This puts him at 39, which is extremely exciting, but also he applies Corruption now, which is pretty cool. Sure, bud. And I don't mind having this curse because I can just consume it with Smelt. We are strong. Railforged is a lot stronger when you have Smelt as a core mechanic of your starter. This starter is pretty darn good. Yeah, give me this. Incredible. You ask for power, you get it. Incredible. We love to see it. Lightforged, let's go. Great. 3 scrap metals. Smelt yields are doubled on this floor. Cool, I guess. Alternatively, I could pivot. Meh. No. Let's go Metalworker 3. The third scrap metal actually might be annoying, but it is an astronomical amount of scaling. -1 Ember is obnoxious. This is also, let's be clear, this is a curse combat. I do not take this trial. I think I skip this trial for sure. If this was savagery combat, I'd be less frightened. The fact that it is a curse combat is, let's be clear, doomed. Cool, this looks pretty solid. Get rid of Shield Steward there. I could actually put Shield Steward downstairs too. That's like fine, but whatever. Oh, we actually are just cracked. We have the super draw here. And I also hit really well upstairs with the Wicklash on turn 1. Because now I can do the Hollow Drippings play. Amazing. I'm just going to play the Dregs. We have a truckload of cards. I'm going to actually just play Calcified Ember here because I need to draw stuff that's not other things. We're drawing +10 immediately. Wonderful. Welcome back, Votavary. Extremely cool. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and Metallurgy a Calcified Ember. It's good. We can just play the Resonant Ruin. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Machinist Tome here. I am going to play the Full Throttle upstairs as well, just to get it out of my deck. Not enough hits or even... You're not even killing Votavary here. It's unhinged. Unhinged. 2 curses on deck. Drawing a bunch of trash. It's okay. We've hit decently here. I have Metallurgy in hand, which is cool. I'm going to use it to get rid of a Calcified Ember here. We're going to continue to burn stuff. I can just burn Resonant Ruin here. That's pretty cool. I'm going to save my Smelt on Crucible Steward for another turn. I'm going to play one of my 454 armor plays on who? I don't need this. There's not a lot of damage coming in right now. That's true. There's not a lot of damage coming in right now. This is a low damage combat. It's more of a risk for my Pyre than anything. We're going to chill. There's a strong argument, by the way, for dumping these numbers into Crucible Steward so he can actually kill enemies. This is a sufficient etch here, right? Not an etch, but this is a sufficient boost for one of my 454s. I actually think so. I'm going to go in on this. It seems crazy, but trust me, it's important that we have it. Okay, I thought about it a bit. Okay. It's going to be a bad turn here. It's actually not as bad as it could have been. We cleared the Gladiator, which is entirely due to Crucible Steward for anyone keeping track. We Metallurgy here on this. Yep, great. Wonderful. Can play everything else out. Great. We're actually having a hard time getting Votavary killed. This floor is so low impact. It's kind of crazy. I could etch here, smelt out here. This next floor is scarier. I'm actually, like, we did well here. We did well. I'm gonna wait one more, I think. I'm gonna wait one more here. Yeah, okay, fine. We're clearing this, which is important. The harvest value is... it's paying for itself, man. I'm telling you that much. Votavary, get back in there, bud. Wonderful. We love to see it. Okay, we have the Railforged spike as well. This is pretty solid. This floor looks bad otherwise. I need to play these cards. You're seeing the issue here. We have to etch here, and I think we're going in, right? Yes. We're going in. I'm playing the curses. You cannot stop me. And then I am playing the Geared Gauntlet here. I think it makes a difference. And she is swinging immediately. And then I'm tapping Railforged Spike twice. 218 real forge points here. Now, I need to draw the other play. The other one. Didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. Okay, that's a bummer. I'm going to play the Metallurgy here first. On Dominion's Eye. Good. We're then going to salvage the Vengeful Shard. Salvage the Resonant Ruin. We're gonna take damage, crew. We're gonna take damage. Okay, I get walloped for exactly one hit in front and a bunch of hits in back. It's not good. It's not good, but we're not dead. Oof, oof, oof. Okay, we lost a lot of health there. Bummer. Okay, we draw the other boilerplate. Thank goodness, man. I'm over here struggling. Okay. First order of business. I need to Metallurgy this turn on Scrap Metal. 100%. We're going to salvage here on a Resonant Ruin. Good. I'm going to Crucible Steward another Resonant Ruin. I am going to... I'm going to attack with Heft immediately. I'm playing the Diadem so she gets to swing again. It's cool. I'm going to play the Curse out because important. I'm then going to airdrop in the largest boilerplate you've ever seen. Amazing. I then hit him with the Waxen Spike, which generates a lot of Pyre health again. Okay, we don't have a lot of hits on the floor, I'm realizing, is part of the challenge. This is a good precursor to Dominion's combat. I think we win this combat here, but it is scary. We're going to get punched a couple times upstairs. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Ouch. We're offsetting this with big Holy Stone plays, though, which is cool. I like that. Okay, we are also, at this point, dropping... just straight up boilerplate here upstairs, which is cool. We'll do that. I'm going to hit the Metallurgy here. We're going in on Calcified Ember because it gives more Ember back. Very cool. I actually think you do something silly like putting Votavary in the back line here. It's kind of weird, but true. I think Votavary backline actually stabs for exactly 1 damage, which is stupid, but saves 9 to the Pyre. And that, I guess, matters. Let's be real, it does. Play Resonant Ruins. Play Vengeful Shards. And I'm going to just push a small boost here onto front. She will not die now because of the steel guard and having a bunch of armor. Okay, I mean, we take 6 more to the Pyre. We did as well as I think we can. I don't do well into... Right, like, I don't do well into the wide floors here. I'm playing Metallurgy on floor, and you can't stop me. It's fine. This rest of this does not matter. I'm smelting here, and you can't stop me. Okay, cool. I wanted to shoot her with 956 damage, you know? So, okay. The problem is that I'm slow to do damage on the floor. I can't get Crucible Steward high enough quick enough. So this is interesting. We press end turn here. We obviously win this combat. I'm just thinking about this. We came up 27 low even though we leaked a truckload. Railgun. Railgun's cool. I mean, Full Throttle is cool too. 3, it's a Holy Stone play, right? Like, I'm fine with this card. Anytime I draw this card is good. I'll take it, sure. Double stack Engulfed in Smoke? I don't think I need this. Memento Mori? No thanks. I think we're good on this. I'm going to sell it. A Duplicate. What is my duplicate now? Interesting thought. How important is Hef on the final combats? What if I duplicate Crucible Steward here and simply hit harder? Right? What if I duplicate Crucible Steward? Maybe that's better. What if I duplicate Railforged Spike? There's a lot of really good plays here. We could go really hard. What if I duplicate Votavary just to have it faster, hit it sooner? A lot of really good targets here, and I think the answer is not one of the boilerplates, actually. We're doing enough. I have 3 cards that do hundreds of armor. It's fine. So that's good. Now, I think Crucible Steward has a real strong argument for this. I could play him instead of the Shield Steward in the beginning, and Hef can go live in some other floor and get shot, and that's probably fine. I don't need her at this point. We've got... but she has value. No, she has value, right? She's giving me double smelt returns. She's powering up the Holy Stone. She's powering up the Railforged Spike. This Railforged Spike is how I'm creating a monster in combat that actually kills enemies. So I think, okay, that's true. That's a true statement. There's a few ways we can go here. It's not a unit, I don't think. I don't think it's armor either. We have enough right now. 3 is plenty. I think it could be Railforged Spike. Get another one, get it sooner. We like that. It could be Votavary to see it sooner, which I like. Or it could be Waxen Spike, which is also pretty good. I can't press X here or I don't get it back. Just this X is in and you don't lose the reward. I was going to say I could look at my map, but I can't. I think my pathing lines up with a magic shop, though, so I could double upgrade a Waxen Spike, potentially. The Railforged Spike feels better, right? I think it does. I think we're going to do Railforged Spike here. I'm going all in on these Holy Stones, man. We gained like 80 health, and we like lived and died from Holy Stones in that previous combat, for anyone keeping track. So, pretty crazy. Malika doing work here. Yeah, I think it's Railforged Spike. I'm going to duplicate that. Okay, fine. The arm shop. That's okay. I get another dupe here. I could go removals and magic shop if it matters, but I don't think it actually does. We're going to go to the right. I do get the Pyramanes, though. That's nice. Puts me in a good spot walking into this. X cost cards get +2 to their X value when played. I mean, I have 3 of these. We just do it again, right? This is good. I have Waxen Spike and 2 Forged Spikes. The Forged Spikes also have Spell Chain, so this actually is a +4 to them. So that's a for sure click. I'm going to look at this arm shop here. Fight Club. I mean, being honest with you, Fight Club's pretty good. Echo Vault is... I don't play a lot of spells. This could do silly things like Metallurgy at the end of my turn, which doesn't do anything. Maybe it applies Armor 4, I guess. I don't know. That's strange. I think Fight Club is reasonable. It is just a stat buff, which also does make the etches stronger, which is cool. I'll take it, right? That's cool. I could also deployable it, actually, and get it out immediately. Interesting. The alternative is a reroll here and hope for a good hit, but at the cost here, it's pretty unlikely I could afford it. Few Pyre Shard exists, but I'm not playing that way. I think I'm going to take Fight Club here and actually just deployable it, right? Seems pretty good. There's maybe an argument for deployable on one of the boilerplates so that the Lady of the Reform doesn't immediately implode. That actually might be just better here. Put it on the 494. That's plenty of armor to survive the early game. I actually think that's super correct, right? 1 Ember, 2 Ember, with Tycoon still getting played, and then 3 Ember, Crucible Steward. Yeah, I think this is correct. 4th Ember can just be a 494 boilerplate. Although actually what I can do that's maybe better is I can dupe the boilerplate, and there's really no penalty for having deployable on it twice. It just gets back in your deck at that point, but yeah, there's really no penalty for it. But I'm going to duplicate the boilerplate here, and then... Am I? Why am I doing that, actually? No, I'm not. It sounds good because it's a permafrost card. Permascaling. Why would I deployable the weaker one, though? I know what you're thinking. It's because I want to put it on Crucible Steward, but how badly does a midliner actually need 1,000 armor? Let's just put this on the front dude here. She becomes a super tank. Okay, that's good. The dupe is... I mean, now that we're at the point of getting +2s here, I'm feeling like I might want to just make another Railforged spike. It's pretty good. There is the real argument for Votavary. Votavaries go hard. The most important thing here is that it lets me draw it faster, because this card needs to be hit soon. Even if it's redundant, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I think a second Votavary is actually the most important thing I could do here. I need to hit this card stat. It is the difference between drawing through my deck in 8 turns versus 4 turns. I think it's actually 7 versus 4, but it's a huge difference. The bottom decking this Votavary kills me. I need to duplicate this. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm in on that. I do have the ability to do something else here. Echo Vault, maybe? I don't know. Dagger? Merge equipment? I mean, sure. I'll merge a boilerplate into an Exile's Diadem, right? The cool thing about this is it means that Hef is vibing, right? Yeah. I don't want to do any merging on the other ones because I want them to be 1 cost. And I can just pump Forge points into it, it's fine. But I do want the one that goes on Hef to have some survivability so she doesn't immediately perish. And this is the one that she'll get, so... Yeah, okay, fine. Great. I don't want the Quick Steel Dagger. Locking that in. Yeah, I don't think so. There's an argument for putting it on Crucible Brother, but I don't think it's correct. If you draw it first, it's not bad because it puts +15 on them, but I'm not going to pump stats into it. I think we move on from here. We have it. Okay. It's a spicy run, actually. Titan Trial on. It's actually spicy. This is, I think we could have had the medal if I hadn't messed up Kel. I think I know how to play this out. So, first things first. Forge points are off. Tycoon, living downstairs. Lady. F gets played. Cool. Crucible Steward on the floor. Okay. Boilerplate immediately just lands. We don't have to worry too much about permascaling the same one now because, let's be clear, we're fine. Just survive. 970 up front is good. I'll put the stats into the 494 one or whatever. It's okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit salvage here. I need to just etch a bunch. I'm going to play a dragon back to kill this other misshapen fiend. And then play one in front here. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just mass etch, I think. Just do it. It's fine. We salvage the calcified ember here. I'm going to play the full throttle just to do more damage to the boss. And we chill on this. I'm only drawing 6 here. We're fine. Corruption is in. Okay. Curses are online now. This is the 494 friend. I want a metallurgy here for sure into Resonant Ruin. We're going to... We clear the front, guys. That's pretty good. I'm going to play out some dregs here. We lose them. It's fine. Do I need to... I mean, I think I hit him with the Wax and Spike real quick. I could have actually... I'm going to be real with you. I think we need to Crucible Steward play on a scrap metal here for a bigger Ember boost. So that we're doing plus 64s here. Yes, I think so. Do I actually... I could just play this into... Is this winning? 103, 93. It's a little low. I don't want to go in on that. I think the Wax and Spike gets us through this turn and this early game. I need to... Remember, I need to hit Votivary, and we're getting cursed here, so it's tough. Okay, we're not down and out. We get to play Tycoon here. He punches some dudes. He's actually doing great, let's be clear. I do get some good etches on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Machinist Tome onto a few friends. I definitely misplayed that by not playing the salvage. It is a total misplay. You can... Oh, I played it in the wrong order. I should have salvaged here and it would have gotten rid of both of these curses and an additional etch. It's fine. It's fine. I'll heal it back, okay? I'll do it. Thank you, by the way, Tycoon, for punching some dudes. I really appreciate it. Hey, we did draw pretty well here. That's a solid pickup. Metallurgy is great. Okay, Metallurgy is going into Calcified Ember here, which lets me play some stuff out. Now, I think I need to not have this curse guy, so I'm going to etch out the Vengeful Shard here, which clears top floor. I know what you're thinking. Should I Railforged Spike here? I think the answer is no. I'm going to save it for next turn. And you ask why? Because I have a Gladiator coming in, right? Yeah, I have a Gladiator coming in. I'm scared of him. Okay. Alright, we're doing our best. I need to hit Votivary. Brother, it's not good. Okay, we're going in. I need to make sure my midliners are not dying. It looks bad because it is bad. Metallurgy is getting played into a scrap metal here. I'm playing out everything else. Yes, I'm going to Wicklash twice here. Tycoon repeatedly continues doing a fantastic job just killing misshapen fiends. We are then going to double Railforged Spike, which clears... it doesn't get rid of the curse guy, though. I need to draw something badly. This is actually tough, right? Getting 4 curses here. Okay, I actually am losing Crucible Steward here, which is very bad news. I can clear the floor, but he has 12 corruption and is dead. Unbelievable. And that will be a loss for sure at this if I do have that happen, right? For sure an L. Yeah, him dead is not good. That ends the run. I didn't have a... I have a reform card in this deck, but there's no hope of drawing it. Okay, this is tough. I actually need to play my... I needed to play... Man, this is so tough. I actually drew the answer to this, but I didn't play it on him when I saw it. I drew the Geared Gauntlet. I could have put it on him with 48 just to generate armor, and I think the real answer is I needed to do that. So this is a tough combat here. Okay, we're gonna go in doing the normal thing, right? Just etch, it's fine. Click the things, great news. We put one drag in the back. Most of this doesn't change. We click full throttle, it's fine. Okay. All right. Great, good job, Tycoon. You're doing excellent work. Floor collapses. Yeah, here's boilerplate 2, by the way. I greeted on this. So I think what we need to actually do here is just go metallurgy into a scrap metal, Crucible Steward into another scrap metal here. Right? You play one Resonant Ruin. We're going to put this into my boy so he doesn't perish. Right? We then play out a bunch of dudes here, and we hit him with the Waxen Spike. Okay. This feels like a winning line. Now I've managed to keep my guy from dying. Which is, let's be clear, very important. Extremely important. Now remember, we want to salvage something here so that we actually can do what we want to do. We then get get Steel Guard in play. I don't have to put the Geared Gauntlet in right now. We're okay. Alright, fine. Thank you for killing downstairs. Man, it's so tough. Well, I would have lost the medal on this one too. This game is very good, and I'm a huge fan of it. The biggest challenge is always the question of what is the right sequencing. Sequencing got much harder in Monster Train 2 compared to Monster Train 1. That's like actually a very real thing about this game right now. Okay, I want to play Metallurgy. It doesn't actually, the order doesn't matter. And I can get away with just Metallurgy on the Dominion's Eye here, I think is fine. Very cool. We then can get Tycoon in. Toll, Ruin. It's tough, you know. He goes tap tap. There's not much I can do unless I hit the Railforged Spike right now, which actually, if I'm being clear with you, I probably should. Nah, I think it's fine. I can get this health back. I think we're in control in a way where I don't feel too bad about this. Like, oh no, I take 6 damage. It's more the curse draw that's a concern, but I think we're actually fine. Like, we were doing okay here. Right, get the Fight Club in first. That's important. I do think that this is going to be my turn. Yeah, double Votivaries, and they're way low on the draw order. Metallurgy. Is this it? Could be it. The challenge that I'm facing right now is what's coming up on this next floor, but I think the double duo floor is spicier. So this floor had only one fiend. The floor lower has 2 fiends on it, so that just changes the mechanic. This floor here, the double Guardian, Avowed Gladiator, I need to have his ability active for. So I think we click this. And I think I'm just going to take out a Discordant Toll here. And then I will Metallurgy a Discordant Toll as well. And then I'm actually just going to play one of these open-faced here. Do I play the other one? No, I'm going to save the Scrap Metal Railforged Spike. We can heal off this damage. I think we're okay there. There's an argument that Hef is going to die pretty soon, which is a problem when that happens. And it probably will happen very soon. It probably will happen right now, actually. She's super dead. Yeah. Okay. This is now the spicy turn of Destiny. I will Metallurgy here immediately on the Calcified Ember. I'm not doing the Railforged Spike on this turn. I know what you're thinking. Why would you do that? What's wrong with you? I can do it next turn. She gets the buff here. We leak a little bit, and it's actually not the end of the world, right? Man, what a tough combat, actually. We're really struggling here. She dies, but she did her job. It's a lot of Pyre damage coming in, actually. We hit Relentless. Great news. This is too many curses. What do you mean, too many curses? Monster Train, it's not cool. Hit that Scrap Metal today. Hit the Crucible Steward on a Discordant Toll today. Play all of the Discordant Tolls. Let's just get those out of here. This next floor might kill me. Hold up. Oof. How many Discordant Tolls are in my draw pile? What? What do you mean? Monster Train. I'm never gonna draw Votivary. It's so tough. It's so tough. Okay. 31 cards in my deck. I've made no progress. Okay. Alright, great. Man, I mean... Cool? I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Do I live this? This is hard math to do, right? This is... Jeez, I'm doing what? What's happening here? 118, 240, 240, 547, 547. We got the Tycoon of Destiny in the back line. Okay, so we are getting hit. So we have one death on the duo. So this duo does 18 to me. This other duo does 27 to me. This thing in the back does 5 to me, and I'm taking 3 in hand. I'm taking 53. I'm taking exact lethal here. I am exactly lethal. What do you mean, Monster Train? I duped Votivary. You can't do this to me. Okay. I duped Votivary. Alright, I think... What does this look like? How do you even do this? Is Tycoon a bait? It can't be. I can't play Conductor right now. How do I approach this? Okay, let's... This is actually much tougher than I thought it was going to be. Okay, fine. Monster Train, you've made your point. I get it. I get it, Monster Train. I get it. Armor in front. Sure. Okay, Monster Train, you've made your point. Now, immediately my thought process here is, can I expedite this? I'm playing middle here instead of top to hopefully speed through some of these turns. I need to play cards. That may sound really dumb, but I think that's actually very obvious. I need to play cards. We're going to put the drag downstairs first. I'm actually going to play the full throttle here. Do I just go in on some of these immediately? I don't think so, right? I think we do need to buff these. I need a big Forge Point play. I need the big forge point play. Okay. He does perish here, but we get the swing in, which is actually pretty important. Okay. Mid floor is clearing out. That's good. I think we just put in more dregs here, and we do fine. Most of them are dying to corruption, right? They only take the 4. I'm not caring about gold or anything like this. That's okay. So I think we're going to go in here a little bit. We need to go in a little bit. I need to do enough damage to not die, is the thing. So I need to go in a little bit right now. It's not ideal, but I think it's correct. And then you hit him with the Waxen Spike. Okay. Alright, everything here dies, no problem. It's fine. Now, my immediate question, I do think you have to keep playing Tycoon downstairs. He's dealing with the fiends, which is very important. We are going to Metallurgy here on a Discordant Toll. I'm going to hit him with the Machinist Tome in front. I could see the argument, salvage the other Machinist Tome and drop in a boosted Geared Gauntlet in the back and save Hef for... Yeah, this might actually be it. I'm doing this for the extra forge points here, and we're gonna let her cook, right? We let her cook her stats until we have a real important turn where I need her to swing. Okay. This is a pretty decent setup. We're gonna go ahead and etch a few times. See how we do. We're killing a few nasties. That's pretty cool. The real question is this enough? Yeah, because we get one hit here and then double bonks here, and then I guess how is it dying the third time? Good question, right? Good question. Because it attacks, takes 3 from spikes. 103, 205, 205. Oh, the corruption. Corruption on hit is doing the last tick here, which is fantastic, actually. Okay. Fair enough. We're going to go in. I'm going to save it on the back here. I don't like these. The Discordant Heretic is spooky. The Chosen Supplicant is the real problem here. So let's go in on the back and we chill. I'm going to let that Heretic just go to the Pyre room, and that is fine with me. I do need to keep playing Tycoon. Understood. Have a nice day. Yes. I do this. I'm going to play Tycoon. I'm going to swing here. We did our best. That did not clear the floor. I hate to say it. Do I have to play? Ugh, all the curse guys being the ones that walk up is problematic. I think we wait here. Ugh, I hate to see it, but sure. Yikes. Okay, not good. Fine. Curse boys walking up. I need to hit the Votivary. I need to draw faster. Okay, so I think we're going in here on a Forge Spike, which means I'm hitting the scrap metal here. I'm going to hit a Discordant Toll. I'm going to play... I should have played Fight Club first. You know, whoops. Or something. We're going to go ahead and Forge Spike into a Forge Spike. How is this not killing him? I have to save the other Forge Spike. Ugh, man. Unreal. I'm taking the curses, which is the real problem here. I need to, like... Okay, This is going to be maybe stupid, but I think now I need to play the Tycoon upstairs with the Forge points, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to Metallurgy front here. We're going to get rid of a Discordant Toll. She is swinging right now for sure. You know, I hate this, but I don't know if I have a choice right now. I think we're going to go Super Tycoon upstairs to kill the Curse guy. And then... do I just etch here? No, I have to save this. These double etches need to be on the next turn, I think. Yeah, we need to kill that Curse dude is part of the thing. It's just the inevitability of what we're dealing with right now. I need etch dude. Okay. So we hit the other Conductor Steward, which is rough. That's fine. We're going to Metallurgy here on Calcified Ember. I'm going to Crucible Steward here on a Discordant Toll. I guess I'll play the Conductor Steward upstairs, which is weird. I'm going to play it with what I have right now because I might as well. I'm never redrawing him. I will double etch mid, which kills the Gladiator at least. It's true. Do I win in Relentless? Sure. Sure do. Get him upstairs. Get him. Earn money. Amazing. Grotesque. Man, that is an unhinged gameplay. Steelguard doing 99% of the work. Anyway, here, you want to see something fun? We play Votivary with 49 Forge points. Well, and I walk out of this somehow at full Pyre health. Unbelievable. Thank you, Steelguard, for keeping me alive through 9,999 corruption. This floor is super dead without Steelguard. What do I dupe here? I'll tell you what I'm duping right now is I'm duping this dumb Votivary again. I need to draw this faster. I need to. I don't know how. So the mid-floor play, man, the plays that are required to like win streak with medals in this game are so tricky. Like, this is why I think if you wanted, like, I don't care what your cup is. Like, what, that sounds weird to say. There's reasons. I don't care what your win streak says in this list. This means nothing to me. You could have like hundreds of wins here. That doesn't lend credence. So it's like that's like 75th percentile, you know? Like, yeah, a lot of players can do that. I'm not pressed about it. The thing that I'm impressed with is if you had 100... Someone can show me a screenshot of 100 wins, all with the medal. Now we're talking. And I mean like rotating random Pyre Heart stuff. You could easily get 100 wins in a row if you just select Pyre of Dominion every time, right? But you gotta adapt. You gotta be good with everything the game makes you play. So that's my opinion. You get 100 wins like that, and I'm thinking you're cooking. All right, order of operations. None of this really matters here too much. I'm playing middle again, I guess. I am just going to put 970 armor in front. I think it's still correct. Okay, fine. This is not a great draw. I'm going to go ahead and salvage the Calcified Ember just to get it out. Put a Shield Steward downstairs. Why not? Get rid of that. Fair enough. I think this is play all the etches. Etch again. And then I'm actually going to just put 8 here into F, I think. Yeah, she can just kind of cook. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with her just sort of vibing. That feels good to me. Look at this. Incredible rolls, right? We've done it. I'm going to go ahead and Metallurgy for 2 here into the Dominion's Eye, and then do it again into the Calcified Ember. We do hit Votavary, incredible work. I can then Machinist Tome here, which is huge. Incredible. Yeah, we hit Pyre Light, it's fine. Amazing. We are doing great. Good job. Cool. Okay, we're doing it. Votavary is drawing a bazillion cards. I do need to get rid of some of these scrap metals now, but they are a power play. So let's not get rid of too many of them. Don't want to get rid of too many of them. We could swing here. That doesn't bother me at all. I do think there is some value here in... We etch first on a Curse of Entropy, actually. I don't want to sap myself, so being able to etch that out is kind of cool. That's neat. I'm going to go ahead and cook one of the scrap metals here, because I've at least drawn a Railforged spike. So that's cool. And I think I need to make Hef swing. Cool. I am going to Railforged spike here. We're going to double tap it. Alright, cool. So the next weapon I draw gets thrown into Crucible Steward. I should be able to draw a good amount here. Feeling decent about it. I'm drawing 7 cards, which at least sees most of things. I'll admit it's not as good as I wanted it to be. I get to Metallurgy here on a Calcified Ember. I get to Salvage here on a Calcified Ember. I do get to spread around some Burnout, which I want to do. Not great here, admittedly. This is a bad floor to leak like this. Woof. Okay. Honestly, drawing the Pyre Light like this is a major issue. We do see a boilerplate here. So the real question is, does this floor that's walking upstairs right now killing me? Good question, actually. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So let's think about it for a second. I'm going to give you a thought, and I'm really thinking pretty hard here. How much damage are you? This assassin is killing me here. This is a lot of damage, right? This is 8 plus 8. So this is, gosh, this is even bad. This is 16 plus 7 plus, excuse you, 38. Plus, then we get another round in front at 2 kills additional, which is 20. Plus, we're getting 6 from... It's 87, we die. So I lose here because I played middle. Man, I tell you what. This is the hardest part of this game. Right away. Immediate reality is that the hardest part of this game is knowing what floor do I play on. I feel like this should be easier, but I have not figured it out yet. Wild. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. We're doing our best here. I continue to etch. We're doing all that we can. We're putting stats into her. It's fine. We sit on the rest of this. Sure. Another consideration is you kind of want to play the... You kind of want to play Votavary. You want to play out some of these scrap metals as soon as you have Votavary in hand. It's an interesting idea. I'm playing it like this, by the way, so I get the 2 heal, which is interesting, I think. We can offset it a bit. It's fine. All right. Steel Guard must go in. Steel Guard must go in. It's good. Okay, we take the hit from Savagery here, which is fine. This lets her cook a little more. The Pyre light showing up like this actually does hurt my draw in a noticeable way, which is kind of interesting, I think. I'm going to go in a little here. I think it's worth it. Stop the sap. We hate, all my homies hate sap. I think I am actually going to go, yeah, burn the sap out. I think that's fine. We're playing Pyre light for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and Railforged here. It's good. We've got the Forge points now. I made a space in my room for an extra card. Cool. All right. It's good. Fascinatingly, I think you play Votavary in the back here. Interesting, you know? Alright, first things first, I think she swings immediately, or maybe not, actually. Hold up. Like, she could attack here, but she actually could just clear the next floor, pretty much. The math doesn't work out quite as well. I think we do etch plays here, right? I think this is better. Let them walk up. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. This won't kill me for sure. And it does curse things, which I don't love, but I have Votavary already, so I'm not mad about it, right? It's okay. This is fine. This is, I mean, this actually is not great. Where she swings immediately and just kills essentially the entire floor, which is fantastic. She then gets 2 turns because Savagery's chilling, so we're actually just fine. We're gonna salvage the entropy thing. I don't feel like taking curses today. Just shoot there. All right, fine. We're drawing 7 practically here because of the scrap metal. Ugh, it's obnoxious. I don't like these Pyre lights. I kind of wish the mechanic that gave you Pyre light was a little more finessed and didn't just add it to your hand like this. Alright, well, we at least finally draw the thing. It's good. We're going in hard here. Salvage 1. Salvage the other. Votavary lands. I'm going to salvage a Curse of Entropy. I realize using 53 Ember and burning it like this is unfortunate, but I don't really have much of a choice. I need to go in and do damage now, so here we are. Okay. We push numbers, at least. Great work. I need space in my hand as part of the issue here, so alas. I really had to dig, man. That's rough. Votavary lands. Good stuff. We get Fight Club. Sure, why not? I'm clearing this floor. I mean, with Steel Guard in play, I don't really care about Purified Souls going nuts here, so I think we do just click buttons, right? Fine. Seems good to me. Ah, well, whatever. I'll play out the sap here, it's fine. We are pushing it through. I don't really care about everything else going on. Great, whatever. We're holding on... What is it? We are holding on... F. I think she swings here, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I think she swings here. The metal... Man, I haven't hit the stupid Exile's Diadem thing yet, but it's fine, I guess. I think she swings here. She goes punchy, 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 punchy. Right? Then we're going to... I actually think we already killed the minion, essentially, so I'm going to Metallurgy here onto... what? Onto Pyre light, maybe? Maybe. It's not a bad take. I mean, I do also... I want to get Ember here, so we're going to do it this way. Yes, okay, fine. I'm going to play Tycoon middle to tank here. Man, he actually doesn't live. Unreal. I mean, I guess it tracks, right? Play full throttle upstairs. Just play it for 3. Seems good. Pushes like 1,000 through. I like that. Cool. We chill. Okay, seems fine. We're not dead. Man, yeah, he's doing enough damage, he just straight up kills him. Alright, good job. Alright, Votivary. I need to play you middle because there's a silence person who scares me. I experience real fear over silence guy. Okay. What does this turn look like? Metallurgy into a Discordant Toll. I'm going to click Crucible Steward here into Firelight. I'm then going to hit full throttle for sure. And I think... There is an equipment remaining. So I think we do hit him with the Railforged Spike here. And then hit it with the Waxen Spike for +8. And we win the combat here. Yeah, alright, great. The Etch effect did all the work here. Okay, I mean, we win. I guess. We win the run. It is a toughie. 2 hours and 25 minutes. What happened? It is 4:30 a.m. for me right now, everyone. This is the big think. This is the smelt big think. I mean, we have the win. It's like... I always look at these runs and I ask myself, how do I articulate this so I don't have to reset the combats, right? I need to be thinking so much harder about where I play my units. That deployment phase is so finicky and so important. Anyway, let's look at our unlocks. We get Pyre Plating. This card is busted. Incredible. We finally get Melting off of level 1. Jeez, I forgot it was level 1 in this. I don't have half the cards unlocked. Subsuming Blade is unlocked. Look, Flicker's Liquor is in play now. Jeez. Our score was terrible, though. Mastered a bunch of stuff. I don't really care about that. I need to unlock a lot more there, dang. We at least got him to level 2, I guess. Jeez. It's something. Alright, get back. Cool. Anything neat here? Whatever. Armor applied, the most I've ever applied. Fun. Run summary. Okay. This run has it. It's finicky and it's tricky, and the deck is large, and we're doing our best, but all of the pieces are there that can win the run. It's just making the pieces land in the right order and anticipating things, right? Knowing when you need to buy time, when you can't afford to buy time. Things like, trying to think of it, things like knowing that I can play into Dominion middle and knowing that I have to. Kel is the same way. Knowing I have to play Kel bottom, not top. Greeting is bad. The tricky thing is that I'm very strongly encouraged by the deck to greed, right? I need to be playing for the big, what are they called? Boilerplates. These cards need to be big, but they don't need to be that big. Let's be clear, like 400 or 900 are essentially the same number in the grand scheme of things. I was just putting 970 into the Lady of the Reformed, and she's vibing, right? As long as I see that Steel Guard early enough, it's fine. Steel Guard Tome, by the way, is like super critical. Let's talk about that card. Machinist Tome. This card is great. I repeatedly find more use for this card than I expect. This is a fantastic tome card. Just really good. I'm glad this keyword shows up in multiple places. I'm glad it's not just on Steel Steward, that it's also here. It's a cool keyword, and I think it does great work. Tycoon was fantastic. He's what allowed me to purchase a lot of stuff. Conductor Steward, I'm going to be honest with you, not that impressive. I had plans for him. Actually getting the plans to connect here almost never worked out in my favor. Almost never. But the other thing is I missed the Smidge Stone on that final shop. I was really hoping that I would see a Smidge Stone for the Crucible Steward. I was really hoping. And I didn't. Without the Smidge Stone, like my goal here is Smidge Stone lets me play Conductor Steward right away, which would have been better, but alas, like that would have helped so much having him in play. But alas, didn't do it quite as well. I think the draw was actually really important to dig on Dominion. I think we lose without it, maybe even lose with rerolls. So tough. I think the draw was good, but the question, of course, then becomes like, what? How do you get Ember? I need to get Ember somehow. I have to rely on Smelt, pretty much. It's finicky. I think there are probably maybe ways of cleaning this up more, but I think the line we came to is correct. There was, of course, there's the world here where you don't take the combustible wax and you play into an endless bounty stalker chain, and that probably also just straight up wins on its own. But you have to remember, I don't actually have Waxer Snuffer unlocked right now. Having melting at level 1 means I'm not seeing, I don't have Wax or Snuffer as even an option. The fact that these are low levels is actually really making a big impact here. I'm missing a bunch of really important stuff. So, very interesting overall. Need to keep leveling these clans up in a big way, but that is a 2.5 hour ridiculous episode. There you go. You get to play, you get to watch Monster Train. Incredible. Go team. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this. If you made it this far in the video, I'm going to tell you right now, you get a keyword. You get a keyword. What is the most important, most interesting part of this run? I think the most interesting part of this run, if I'm being honest with you, is Holy Stone. If you use Holy Stone in a sentence, in a comment, I will know you survived to the run summary and have made it and watched this whole video. Holy Stone made this run, like unironically, and it's not going to show up in the title because I don't think it's the most interesting part of this run, but I do think it is the most important part of this run. So kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, put Holy Stone in the comments and I'll know you made it here. Incredible. I'm going to let you all go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time if you made it. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.